To my kitchen. My name again is Beatrice. Thank you for those who have been subscribing to my channels and watching and liking my videos. Thank you so much. Well, today you're in for a sweet treat. I'm going to make a brownie with a special ingredient. Don't be alarmed, but it is black beans. Now, I know you've heard of bean pie before, so this is a black bean brownie. Don't be too scared. You're not going to taste the brownie. You're not going to know this in there unless someone tells you. But let's go ahead and get started, okay? Now, all of my ingredients have been sitting out. Since we're baking these, it's always best to have your recipes, your ingredients, at room temperature. Excuse my voice, I'm a bit sick. But I have 3 eggs here with a teaspoon of vanilla extract in there, which have been sitting out for about half an hour. If I was using butter, same thing with the butter. You let the butter sit out at room temperature. Also in here, I have a 1/4 cup of cocoa powder and 1 teaspoon of instant coffee, decaf. You can use regular if you want, but that's decaf, 1 teaspoon of decaf coffee. In here I have 3 tablespoons of coconut oil, and this is another reason why we have my ingredients at room temperature, because with coconut oil, if it sits out, if it gets cold, it's going to harden, and we don't want that because you won't be able to stir it, and it's going to get clunky and all messed up. I have 1 can of black beans. They've been rinsed and drained with cold water. I have 3/4 of a cup of stevia and half a teaspoon of baking powder. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. All you need is a blender. That is it. You don't need a mixer, because with the mixer you won't get the consistency that you want. So we're just going to add all our ingredients in. Just dump it in. Thank you. Let me see. Our eggs, and last but not least. Alright. Put it in the blender, and you're going to blend it until smooth. It's going to get a little loud. Batter has been made. As you can see, come closer. This is my batter now. There's no trace of any black beans, alright? Not one bit. And it's nice and thick, nice and rich. That's what we want. Alright, I can add, you do have the option of adding chocolate chips if you want. Should I add chocolate chips? Stop being greedy. You serious?
Yeah.
No. Being greedy. Okay, and since I'm sharing this with my friends, I'm going to put them in cupcake cups, so it'll be less of a mess. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. When we come back, I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. You want to fill these up. Remember, don't fill them up all the way because they're going to rise just a bit. So you want to fill them up about 3/4 of the way high. Give them some room to expand. When we come back, I'm going to pop them in the oven. My oven has been preheated to 350 degrees. We're going to put them in until done. The reason why I say till done, because most people's ovens are, everybody's oven varies from person to person. So once you know they're done, minimum 30 minutes. But you know they're done when you bounce the top and they spring back, alright? So we'll be right back. Let me just go ahead and fill these in. Alright, and welcome back. My brownies are out of the oven now, so I'm letting them cool down. In the meantime, I am going to make a peanut butter frosting. In my bowl, I have 1 cup of peanut butter. You can use whatever peanut butter you like. I also have half a cup of softened light butter. So let it sit at room temperature for about 20-30 minutes. I have 2 cups of confectioner's sugar, and I have 4 tablespoons of almond milk. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to beat this, and we're going to gradually add in our sugar. Alright? Time for the sugar. I know this looks a little bit lumpy. I know this looks a little lumpy and dry, but that's why you have the almond milk. You're going to add the almond milk until you have that fluffy consistency that we need. So I have 3-4 tablespoons in here, so I'm just going to use as much as needed, okay? So I'm going to add it in gradually. You don't want to add it in all at the same time. So we're going to start with that. This looks thick enough. Alrighty. Alright, now I'm going to pipe it into my bag. Let's just go ahead and mix that. See how nice and fluffy that looks? That's all you need. Again, this was 2 cups confectioner's sugar, 1 cup of your favorite peanut butter, half a cup of butter, which is about 1 stick of butter, room temperature, and about 3 tablespoons of almond milk, because as you can see I didn't use the full 4 tablespoons. So we're going to put it in our bag and I'm going to pipe it with a star tip, alright? Alright, give me a minute to fill this up and we'll be right back. Alright, I have filled my piping bag with my peanut butter frosting. Again, my peanut butter frosting is just 2 cups of confectioner's sugar, 1 cup of peanut butter, half a cup of butter softened, which is half a cup, and 3 tablespoons of almond milk. I'm really glad I used almond milk because it brings so much flavor to it. I'm using a star tip with my piping bag. Proper piping technique. Bring it all the way down and wrap it around your thumb. So when it comes out, very, very easily. Alright, let's go ahead and pipe. I've already done some, but go ahead. I'll just go ahead and show you a quick. Yep. And let's do another. Swirl it around. That's right. Your girl went to culinary school. And the last one. I have put in a couple of white chocolate chips in one of them, in about 3 of them. So let's go ahead and taste this now. I'm going to take the smallest one. I'm not that hungry. Again, my black bean brownie is just 1 can of black beans, rinsed and drained, a teaspoon of instant coffee, a 1/4 cup of cocoa powder, half a teaspoon of baking powder, and this is my baby, y'all. Come here. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Oh, you focus on this, huh? My baby's shy. Okay. Yes. I'm sorry. Half a teaspoon of baking powder. Blend all your ingredients in your blender, and you're done. All right. Let's go ahead and taste that. That's really, really good. The brownie is really rich and moist. I love the peanut butter frosting. It just melts in your mouth. This is a fat girl's lunch. Look. The instant coffee, I know you may be like, oh my god, coffee, but it actually brings out, you want to taste it? It actually brings out the chocolatey taste. You like it? Does it? Yes. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me. Please join me again if you like what you see. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like my videos. Again, I'm Beatrice, and thanks for joining me. Bye.